this week on Carolina All Out.
There it is right there. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. I think I'm in love with this boat right here. Oh yeah, oh look at there. There's some beautiful colorations on them. That is gonna eat good here in just a little bit. Just can't get any fresher than that. Panfish on the Lumber River.
This is Carolina All Out.
Well, we're here on the Lumber River and we're going red breast robin fishing today, and we're here with Brandon Freeman of Gators Outdoor Adventures and Guide Service. And Brandon, I'm very excited about this one.
Me too, Chris, me too. I think it's gonna be a good day.
So what are we gonna be doing as far as fishing wise?
We're gonna start off, we're gonna see if we can catch them with these little beetle spins, little sliders. You know, we're gonna be throwing a 1/8 Rockport Rattler head with Charlie Brewer slider. We're gonna change up the colors a little bit. I think from the looks of it, the black and chartreuse is gonna be the ticket.
That's awesome. And if we don't, I think I saw some crickets in the
Yes, sir. We got some crickets and we got some green worms. So that we go old school on them.
Well, I can do old school. I'll tell you what, guys, we're gonna be doing all sorts of brim fishing right here on the Lumber River out of these Warrior boats, and we'll tell you more about it later on. There it is. I mean, he was shallow, wasn't he? Oh, yeah. A little bit bigger. He's big enough. There we go.
All right, here we go.
All right, Brandon's on the board.
What we got?
Oh, look at that bass.
Oh.
Man.
Got us a nice little bass.
Hey, we know that they're in here too. There we go. Now we got something. He's gonna go around on this side, ain't he? We hit it really hard. Let's see what we got here. What do we have? Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about. I mean, look at this. I can bear it, you know, there's my hand getting around him. This is what you come in. He's gonna make a nice little fry. It's a bluegill. Now, we're still after the red breast robins, but we'll take them because we're gonna do a little fish fry on the bank here in a little while. And the cool thing about these Warrior boats is I've got a built-in live well here. So I'm just gonna take and put him in right there. Hey, I'm fishing again. That was fun. It brings back so many memories of fishing as a kid. Brandon, I think I'm in love with this boat right here.
And they're easy to load, unload. I mean,
yeah, they're lighter than a kayak in some cases.
Right, and you know, some of these places you can go and put in down beside a bridge, you know, and fish these rivers like this that a lot of people can't get to.
Right.
You know, and just slide it right down the bank in the water and go fishing. There we go. Little Bream. No, that's a little red breast. We got a little red breast, that's a start. Now if we can just get some bigger ones. Pretty fish, pretty fish.
Carolina All Out will be right back after these messages.
That's good.
Carolina All Out is brought to you by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Go hunt, go fish, go wild. Agri Supply, more than just a farm store. Carolina Cooker Cast Iron Cookware, a tradition born in the South. Montgomery Community College, educating since 1967. Farms and Land Realty, selling land is what we do. And by Browning Trail Cameras, faster, smaller, better. Don't go away, there's more Carolina All Out coming up.
Hey y'all, Chris Douglas with Carolina All Out, and I'm here at Agri Supply getting everything I need for a successful season in the outdoors. Whether it's equipment for food plot preparation, or gear for scouting and hunting, or my favorite part, prepping and cooking food for camp and home. With over 26,000 parts, tools, supplies, and gear, and friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you find exactly what you need. Agri Supply is your one-stop resource to get the job done right. Agri Supply, it's what's inside.
Go hunt, go fish, go wild.
With all the travels I've done, there's no other place to compare to my home state of North Carolina. The people, the culture, the land, it's all part of what makes this state so great. I've seen the internet transform the real estate market. Farms and Land Realty has invested great time and money into marketing our clients' properties on a global scale. Now sellers can achieve that personal relationship with their broker and still reach a much larger market. I'm Chris Douglas with Farms and Land Realty, and selling land is what we do.
Do you love the outdoors of Carolina as much as we do? Get your official Carolina All Out gear at CarolinaAllOut.com. Show your Carolina pride with our line of hats and t-shirts. Tag us on Facebook when you're wearing your CAO gear for a chance to be featured on our page. Show your love for the Carolina outdoors. Get your official Carolina All Out gear today.
So we're at the Henrico Boating Access Area on Lake Gaston in Northampton County, where we're doing a renovation project, taking out the old ramp and the old dock and putting in 2 new ramps, and eventually we'll be putting in a floating dock. So at this site, we're going to do the push slabs today. To put in a new ramp, we usually find a flat area on the site where we can pour the slabs and let them cure for 28 days if possible to harden. And then we use a bulldozer to push it in, and it slides down onto the grade that we want. And we just measure, make sure we reach the depths we're looking for, make sure we're in the right alignment for what works for that site. So our construction crew has pushed them down the aggregate ramps that they had prepared. We pushed in 36 feet today. They'll start forming up now for the next 26 feet, which will bring us to the top of the ramp. We have reinforcement that sticks out the first pour, and then when we form up the next ramps, this rebar goes into that next concrete and locks everything together real solid to really give a good grip for the ramps. And then once they get the next section of ramps in, they'll pour the abutment that goes in between them, and our floating docks go right down in between the 2 ramps. Projects like this at our boating access areas and public fishing areas come directly from vessel registration funds, which the Wildlife Resources gets here in North Carolina from the users that come in, register their vessels, and then come out and use these sites. And we use those funds in partnership with the Sport Fish Restoration Program to fund all sorts of renovations at the boat ramps throughout the state.
For more information about these projects, go to ncwildlife.org.
He's back. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah,
look at there.
That's shallow water, but you can't, I mean,
Yeah,
he's sitting
on.
right there in that shallow water.
Look at that shell cracker.
That's a
there.
nice shell cracker right there. Got a nice little shell cracker out the deal. Oh, yeah. We got another one. There we go. We're going old school on it. There we go.
Uh-oh.
I knew he was in there. Nice little brown. Another little brown. Yeah. Nice little bluegill. Another shell cracker. Oh yeah. Nope, that ain't a big one.
There you go. There you go.
Yep, that's another shell cracker.
I think Brandon's gonna feed us today.
That was the plan, wasn't it?
That's right. You know, fishing on these little rivers like this right now, it might look like I'm just kind of holding position due to an anchor, but I don't even have an anchor on this thing. I'm sitting here with this motor just turning at the same speed that the water's coming down the river, and I'm holding position. That is so nice when you just want to change positions real quick. You can see just right here, I need to move up a little bit. I'll just turn my dial, and here I go. And I move right up into another position that I want to be in. And now I'll back off, get my position set again, and here we go. There it is, right there. They're right up in that little hole there. That's bluegill. That's a nicer fish. Look at that pretty. There's some beautiful colorations on them. That is gonna eat good here in just a little bit. All right, there's another one. That's a goggle eye. Warmouth or whatever you want to call it. You eat them?
That's good eating.
They are good eating.
Oh, I got one right here too. Oh yeah, nice little brown. Nice brown.
Now this is lots of different names. I think they even call them red eyes, goggle eyes, warmouths. It's almost like a mix between a bass and a brim, but they do bite readily on these rivers like that, and they eat good. So he's going right in with the rest of them. We're gonna try this again. And there we go.
Looks like a good spot.
Yeah, there's that little cut in right there.
Looks fishy.
Good.
Oh, that's nice red breast. Nice red breast. That's what we're here for right here. Yes. Pretty red breast. Beautiful, beautiful. Really, really nice fish. Folks, this is what we're after right here. This is a pretty fish. These fish have been around a long, long time. And I'll tell you something. This is catfish candy in a lot of your rivers, and them catfish has really put a whooping on these red breasts. The Lumber River is one of the few rivers left that you can catch nice quality red breasts anymore. Lumber River is just one of the best rivers to come and do that. This is a pretty fish, really nice fish.
There's more Carolina All Out coming up.
See you later, buddy.
Wildlife in North Carolina magazine has been delivering the outdoors to sportsmen and women for more than 80 years. Whether you're interested in fishing for trout, bass, or catfish, hunting for deer, ducks, or doves, or learning about the Wildlife Resources Commission's latest conservation projects, this beautifully crafted magazine is for you. Wildlife in North Carolina's stunning photography and informative articles will have you out the door and headed to your next adventure. To subscribe or renew, visit ncwildlife.org.
Hey y'all, Chris Douglas with Carolina All Out, and I'm here at Agri Supply getting everything I need for a successful season in the outdoors. Whether it's equipment for food plot preparation, or gear for scouting and hunting, or my favorite part, prepping and cooking food for camp and home. With over 26,000 parts, tools, supplies, and gear, and friendly, knowledgeable staff to help you find exactly what you need. Agri Supply is your one-stop resource to get the job done right. Agri Supply, it's what's inside.
For as long as I can remember, the Browning name has meant something to people in the outdoors. So when I went looking for a trail camera that I could depend on, there was only one name that came to mind: Browning Trail Cameras. So whether you're a whitetail freak, hanging with the country boys outdoors, racing to the drop zone, or just addicted to the outdoors,
Awesome.
there's only one brand that I trust: Browning Trail Cameras.
With all the travels I've done, there's no other place to compare to my home state of North Carolina. The people, the culture, the land, it's all part of what makes this state so great. I've seen the internet transform the real estate market. Farms and Land Realty has invested great time and money into marketing our clients' properties on a global scale. Now sellers can achieve that personal relationship with their broker and still reach a much larger market. I'm Chris Douglas with Farms and Land Realty, and selling land is what we do. Well, as you can see, we are loaded down and we are headed to a shady bank to cook some fish that we just caught just a little bit ago here on the Lumber River. My good buddy Brandon over there did the lion's share of catching, but he knows this river, so that makes sense. But we're gonna find us a nice place to get up in, shade, kick back, have a few Pepsis, eat some fried fish and some white bread. It's gonna be a classic Carolina dinner here on the Lumber River.
Let's do it.
Let's try it. So you can see we're here on the riverbank here on the Lumber River, doing a little Tom Sawyer hug fin kind of thing. Got a beautiful red breast robin that Brandon caught here. So he's gonna show everybody how we do this thing to get it ready for the frying pan.
All right, what we do here, we're gonna start it off and we'll scale it up real good. We doing it the way we always done it coming up as kids. You know, they don't get no fresher than this right here.
That's right. So taking your knife tip and just kind of using that, or you can use one of these scalers that you can buy real cheap at any of the hardware stores or Walmart or any sporting goods stores. So once you get him kind of all those scales off, next.
Cut that off there like that. All right, there's a lot of meat right here, folks. So you don't want to take all this here and think that it's going bad. So just come right there like that there and come right here.
Behind that fin.
Right behind that fin. And
so when you cut into there by the anus there, you had it all where it could come loose.
that's right, that's right. And then I'll just take the knife a little bit and just come in there and clean it out a little bit, and then we're gonna wash him off in the water. And we're doing this the real way. I mean, that's how they used to do it back in the day.
That fish there is almost big enough, or is big enough to fillet if you want them, but there's something about eating them whole that is just
well,
awesome.
that's the thing. You take this fish, you scale it like we just did, and you fry this fish. Then you eat that tail. That's the best part. I mean, just right here. And then what you do is you're gonna take, after it's cooked, you can peel this right here all the way off. You can chew that little bit there, I will. And then you could eat this thing like a sandwich. I mean, just sit right here and just pull the meat off the bones.
Yep.
I mean, you can't want no better. I mean, this is the tenderloin of a deer right here. I mean, you getting some good eating.
It is true. It is true. Well, we got a few more of these with shell crackers and some bluegills like that, big ones, so we can take them, and I'll take these on up here and get that out of the way. And we'll get started cooking here in just a minute, and we'll cut a few more of these up and get them ready to go.
Sounds good. We're getting fed, and then we're feeding the fish and the turtles too.
When you scale these things, you can just see just how pretty the meat is. I mean, this big one right here, I got him scaled. I get to wash him off a little bit for you. And you can just feel how soft that meat is right there under. Now, when he's got scales on, you can't tell, but when you take it off, you really can see just how nice a piece of meat that is under that fish there.
Carolina All Out will be right back after these messages. The
Beloved by many for the ability to impart flavor, Carolina Cooker was established to bring everything you need to cook with under one roof, with a wide variety of cooking burners and fryers to cast iron cookware and accessories. Carolina Cooker has what you need to dish up great food. Whether you're tailgating, camping, or cooking for a large number of people, make Carolina Cooker your go-to brand for cooking needs. Visit us today at carolinacooker.com. Carolina Cooker, a tradition born in the South.
With all the travels I've done, there's no other place to compare to my home state of North Carolina. The people, the culture, the land, it's all part of what makes this state so great. I've seen the internet transform the real estate market. Farms and Land Realty has invested great time and money into marketing our clients' properties on a global scale. Now sellers can achieve that personal relationship with their broker and still reach a much larger market. I'm Chris Douglas with Farms and Land Realty, and selling land is what we do.
As the leading land conservation organization in the Piedmont and Sandhills, Three Rivers Land Trust has developed a program to connect sportsmen and women to our local conservation mission. Members have the opportunity to gain access to over 4,000 acres of low-pressure managed land. Through this unique permit draw system, membership dollars are directly utilized to fund local conservation. Join the Sportsman Access Program today to be a part of North Carolina's conservation legacy. Three Rivers Land Trust, connected to the land, committed to conservation.
All right, what we are using here is Carolina Cooker's single burner. And you can see how sturdy this thing is. Cast iron, made just like their pots and pans. And I've got a 15-inch Carolina Cooker skillet. Now this thing right here is huge, but it will cook a number of fish at one time. So we're gonna let this heat up, and we're gonna put some oil in here. And while we're doing this is heating up, we're gonna turn around and get the fish salted and peppered and breaded up. We're gonna put a little cornmeal in here. So now we're gonna take some of these fish here, we're gonna put them in the breader. Now I kind of do mine individuals just as I'm going so they don't stick together. Put them in there, but as we put one in there, I just don't throw a whole bunch of them at one time. Throw one in there individually there. That's some beautiful fish here, I'm telling you what. Fresh, just can't get any fresher than that. There's a couple things you can do. We can throw a little bit of this cornmeal in there. You can see that's. You can also throw a little bit of water in there, and you throw a little sprinkle of water and she goes to popping. She's right, but I have all idea that she's right there. So you see we got a fully coated, lightly coated, I guess they would call this calabash here. We're just gonna lay it in this oil right here. Now look at that. Is that not beautiful? Lay another one in there. Just a beautiful fish right there. That's that red breast, I can tell you, it's so big there, look at that. Now we got all those fish in there at that one point there, at one time. These burners are light, easy, rugged is what we really like about them. You can throw them in the bottom of a box in the boats and pull them out and they're gonna be ready to go for you every time. And of course, what more can I say about Carolina Cooker's skillets and cast iron? We've been cooking on them for years now, and they just get better with age. See, we're looking at really nice golden brown. Look at that. Wow. Looking real good there. Looking real good. We're gonna let them drain a little bit, cool off just a tad. Right there is the crown and jewel right there. You put that bass on there. Well, Brandon, I think we got a lot of fish to eat here.
Yes, sir, we sure do.
But I like cold fish too, so maybe if we don't eat what we here on the bank, we'll eat them come down the line here.
That's right.
Well, let's say grace over this thing.
Let's do it.
Lord, we thank you for this food that we're about to receive. We thank you for your bounty in the field, and we ask you to make it a nourishment to our bodies, and we love and praise you for all you do for us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Let's give the folks a little idea how to eat a whole fish here.
All right, we'll do that. What we'll do, I'm gonna set my plate right there. You come right here like that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna pull that out right there. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna save that because I'm gonna eat that. That's good.
You want to
eat.
set it right there then?
No, I'm just gonna hold it because you might eat it.
That's the truth. I just might. I was trying my best.
And then what we'll do, it's still a little hot. So we just took this off of that Carolina cooker there, and it's got it smoking, son. But anyway, we're gonna come there just like a piece of light bread. You're gonna bite it.
And it pulls it right down.
Pulls it right off.
Boy, that's beautiful, ain't it?
Oh man, that's good too.
Now, I have this thing for these tails back here, so one of the first things I do. Nature's tater chip. That's good, man. You can't get no fresher than that.
No, you can't. You sure can't. You fried them just right.
You can see, there's the bone right there, and that is hot. One reason why you bring white bread, because it's a North Carolina and American tradition, but it also helps with the bones if you get one stuck. Man, this brings back so many memories. I appreciate this. I really do, Brandon. I appreciate you taking us out here and showing this. This fishery is cool out here, in a beautiful river at that. I mean, how pretty is this here?
That's right.
Well, we're gonna just keep on eating here. I know not everybody wants to see us sit here and eat fish, but look, you can do this too. And you can do this too with Brandon. The number's at the bottom of the screen. You'll have a great time with him. He knows his stuff. It's an awesome thing to do with family, with your kids, or just being that adventurous person that you want to be, like we are today on the Lumber River. I'm Chris Douglas, signing off for Carolina All Out, and remember, our state is your next adventure. But I'm just warning everybody right now that you fish around these rivers, you are gonna get hung up. And look at there.
Yeah, I see. I got to fish hard. I'm gonna have to fish hard. I'm gonna have to feed all of them. I thought you was gonna help.
And we're going red breast robin fishing today and doing it with Brandon Bream. All right. I'm not doing it with Donald Trump. I'm doing it with Brandon Bream. All right. Oh, sorry. Awesome.
Daisy.